It started with a single phone call, placed from a secure line within Iran's own security apparatus. O detective, buried deep inside the regime, dialed a number that would alter the geopolitical landscape forever. The air in the room was heavy, the risk absolute.
He's in the compound. Tomorrow morning, 9:40. The entire leadership will be there. Confirm your identity. We need absolute certainty. You know who I am. This is the window. You won't get another chance.
Following the breaking report, Israeli intelligence allegedly tapped into Tehran's compromised camera network. Scanning the city frame by frame, they searched streets, alleys, and secure zones, hunting for any sign to confirm the agent's report. Then they found it, footage from a high-security compound appearing to show Ayatollah Khamenei himself. Within minutes, the message raced from Tel Aviv to Washington, triggering a cascade of emergency protocols. To understand the magnitude of this intelligence, one must understand the target. For decades, the supreme leader Ali Khamenei had been a ghost. Years earlier, during a public speech, a bomb hidden inside a tape recorder had exploded beside him. Shrapnel tore through his arm, damaged his lungs, and destroyed his voice. He survived, but the attempt shattered his trust.
He'll live, but he'll never be the same.
From that day forward, he trusted no one. No phones, no patterns, no routine. He moved like a fugitive rather than a leader, making him untouchable by conventional means. Satellites could track missiles, but only human eyes could track power. This asset was the key that unlocked the door.
Our asset confirms. Emergency leadership meeting. Full attendance.
All of them in one place?
Yes, sir. The entire command structure.
Thousands of miles away, war rooms came alive with frantic energy. Screens glowed in the dark, tracking every movement across the region. The stakes were unprecedented. A daylight strike on Tehran was not just a military operation, it was a geopolitical earthquake.
How long is the meeting? How long is the meeting? 10 more minutes, sir. We need to wrap this up.
Yes. Once they disperse, they vanish into the city. We will lose them for another decade.
Standard protocol is night cover. Darkness protects the pilots, but we don't have that luxury.
Daylight increases risk significantly. Their visual spotters will be active. Guarantees the target is present. If we wait for night, the meeting ends.
Then we don't wait. We strike now, accept the risk.
Meanwhile, across the border, engines roared to life. The decision was made. There was no turning back. Authorization was granted to execute Operation Epic Fury. Before dawn, jets began taking off from multiple bases. The roar shook the tarmac as stealth fighters sliced through the pre-dawn darkness.
Roar Squadron airborne. Systems green. Fuel checks complete. Refuel window open. Maintain radio silence. You are ghosts until impact.
200 aircraft formed up in the dark, American and Israeli, side by side. Hundreds of precision weapons loaded. This was not a skirmish, it was an armada. They crossed hostile borders undetected, slipping through radar gaps designed to keep them out. They closed in on Tehran, a silent storm moving at the speed of sound. Tehran was protected by dense layered air defenses, a shield of steel and radar designed to stop any invasion. So the first wave targeted Iran's eyes. The electronic warfare suite began its work, blinding the network completely.
Jamming signals are active, blinding their network completely.
Radar sight. Fox 3, missile away.
Cleared hot. Neutralize all threats. Make sure they cannot shoot back.
Radar stations exploded in silent flashes. Missile batteries disabled before they could even launch. Confusion spread through the command chain. The sky opened for the killers.
We're losing signal. Repeat, radar blackout.
Systems failing! It's a complete blackout, Prime!
Inside the bunker, the ground began to hum with vibration. The sound of jet engines grew louder. The thick concrete walls.
Sir, we should relocate immediately. The sounds are engines. They are here.
The pilots received final authorization. The bay doors opened slowly over the target coordinates. 30 bunker buster bombs were released, falling silently through the clouds. These were GBU-57s, designed to penetrate deep underground fortifications.
Payload ready. Payload away. Good luck, everyone. Impact in 10, 9, 8.
On the ground, civilians looked up in confusion. The sky seemed to darken momentarily before the earth shook violently. Windows shattered for miles. The compound vanished in a fireball. There was no warning, no escape, no chance for evacuation. In the early morning hours, the most powerful man in Iran stopped breathing. Smoke, silence, shock. The dust settled over a massive crater where leadership once stood. Hours later, panic rippled through the capital. Phones stopped working. The chain of command was severed instantly.
We interrupt this broadcast for an urgent national announcement.
In this simulation, the supreme leader was confirmed dead. The news spread like wildfire through the streets. A government spokesman appeared on screen, his voice trembling under the weight of the catastrophe.
We are facing an unprecedented tragedy. The leaders martyred. May God have mercy.
Streets filled with confusion. Some wept openly, others stood in stunned silence. But the real battle began in the shadows. One question remained, haunting the survivors. Who talked? Investigators began searching immediately. Purges started within hours. Friends turned on friends. Trust evaporated overnight within the regime.
This wasn't luck. They knew the exact time and location. No, this was access. Someone opened the door from the inside.
Someone inside changed history. A temporary council formed. A mourning period was declared. But the power vacuum was absolute. Military analysts noted that this wasn't just a strike. It was a structural collapse of the state. The regime survived, but its head was gone, leaving the body flailing.
Target neutralized. Mission complete. Return to base.
In this simulation, history didn't change over years. It changed in seconds. The balance of power in the Middle East shifted on the axis of a single morning. The world entered a new chapter, defined not by diplomacy, but by the stark reality of decapitation strikes.
The world is entering a new chapter tonight.
The operation proved that while technology can deliver the blow, it is human intelligence that aims it. The betrayal from within was the true weapon. The jets were merely the delivery system. As the dust settled over Tehran, the region held its breath, waiting to see what would rise from the crater. Thanks for watching. If you want to understand the new balance of power in the Middle East, hit that subscribe button. We'll see you in the next one.